What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new AEW Supreme Collection Will Ospreay. I believe this was kind of like a Jazzwares vault, but also a ringside exclusive. Will it hit retail? I don't know, because Jon Moxley was only retail, and I don't know. The Supreme Collection is kind of in shambles. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Alright, so as you guys know, we're going to get into the accessories, and then we're going to talk about the figure itself and do just a couple quick size comparisons. Nothing too major there. But I can't really... I was about to say, I can't really get into the other accessories without addressing the jacket. We'll do the other accessories first. So, as you see, he does come with these two C grips, or the like really relaxed, kind of doesn't hold anything grips from Jazzwares. I hate these hands. I've hated them ever since Series 1. Yeah, whatever. He comes with a left-hand pointing hand, which is nice. He comes with an open right hand that's kind of hidden by the fur. Not gonna lie there. Then we'll go ahead and make sure he's standing. Then he comes with the United Empire hands, so he can create the crown like so, which is easy to achieve with the Supreme Collection. So that's nice. That's all he comes with as far as hands. He comes with a smiling head, which you see here. Out of the package, he comes with this kind of straight face, stern looking head with a lot of effort put into the sculpt of the hair here. I will say that. That is pretty nice there. Then he comes with one more head, which is kind of a mid-match screaming head. Which, you know, the hair looks about the same, but it's a different sculpt. And then he comes with an extra set of legs like the Supreme Collections do. I'm going to be honest with you, I cannot pinpoint where these are from. I know where those are from. These here, I don't know. So if anybody is a bigger AEW fan than I am, please let me know where these pants are from. I guess I could pull it up online, but I'm not that bothered by it, considering I'm not going to be using these on the figure. But whatever sculpt they use, the articulation is not that bad, honestly, because sometimes the Jazzwares figures cannot kick that well, and sometimes they can. But he does come with the nice little toe joint there that we've seen before, I believe on the Pentagon figure with this specific kick pad. I could be wrong, but all the Supremes do have the toe joint. Now, the big accessory. This freaking jacket. I don't even know. It's got rubber pieces, it's got cloth, it's got fur. It's a lot. Okay. You see, kind of has like this little design going down here, which is very nice. Get over here to the side. The pattern continues. These little ribbons off the side like Macho Man. Get into the black fur sleeve. Has this little gold piece that is sculpted on, along with this, what looks like an arm brace, honestly, but it's white with the gold. All the gold is painted on there. That is actually pretty nice. Then onto the back, you see the full entire pattern. Looks very nice. Looks like your grandmother's favorite rug in the living room. The pattern even continues up on the hood, which has the white fur as well, so he can put the hood up like that if he wants to. If he's wanting to go explore the Arctic, he can do that. Then on the left side, or yeah, his left side, you see the continuing pattern on the sleeve there. Back around with these ribbons, Macho Man style. Then he's got these two little fur things hanging off the top. If that's what you want to do with your coats, that's fine. I will say this though, out of the packaging, this bad boy is wrapped as much as possible to avoid any form of staining. So I would recommend being very careful with that. Also, when you're pulling the hands off, it's kind of hard to not pull some of the black fur off, so be careful when doing that. But if you take that off, you slide that off, which I hate to display it without the jacket, but I really and truly do not want this figure stained. I do have some staining on mine, which I had some when I opened it up. Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that when we get to the figure. But that's what he looks like without the jacket. Now, I will say this though. Homie kind of looks weirdly proportioned without the jacket. We'll get into it. This torso, I cannot pinpoint this torso. I've admitted here on the channel before, I don't know the AEW parts that are used as much as I do know the Mattel parts that are used. So I cannot pinpoint it. I will say it kind of has the same issue that I saw with, maybe it was Ray Phoenix, where the torso feels like it just does not go entirely into the crotch piece. You kind of get a little bit of a gap. Getting on to the right arm, he does have the black elbow pad. There's where the staining was on the inside of the, it's very, very little, I will be honest. I'm doing this just to let people know that it could be stained. The black sleeve is stained right there. And it looks like on the back side of the arm too. Right there on the forearm. But that is what it is. Getting on to the left arm, he has the Assassin's Creed logo with the wings. He has his tattoo here, and then he has his all-in tattoo on the back. A little bit of staining right there. It's not the end of the world, honestly. But you see what I mean about it being weirdly proportioned, like the torso, the way it sits with the crotch piece, and like, I don't know, it looks good, it just sits weird. Now, I knew the moment they announced this figure that I had to have it, because this attire is the one of only 2 AEW shows I've ever been to. It was one of their first Dynamites that they came down south that I went to, and AEW Revolution 2024, Sting's last match. This is Ospreay's attire from that match. I had a custom made of this. A custom in this attire is on the channel now, if you want to go check out an episode of Custom Showcase. And there it is. It's pretty cool. But like I said, the articulation is pretty great. The butterfly joints definitely reach around very well. Like, he can grab whatever he wants to grab. That's very nice. The arms don't pop out as easily when moving around like we saw with Moxley. Very nice double jointed arms. You know those work very well. I like that a lot. The torso it's not loose, but it moves very easily. Like, a little too easily, which I guess is I don't know. It'll hold its spot when you put it there. But it's quite animated, which is fine. I mean, it's a toy. If I was a kid getting this, I'd be pretty lit about that, I'll be honest. But it does look good. I'll probably end up putting some fist on him, or maybe do him in the United Empire pose, which we'll look at that in a second. But like I said, the articulation is pretty good. He can get in all of his poses if he's running for a hidden blade. Like, he can do pretty well. And like I said, toe joints on this one as well as the other one. It's a solid figure. It's a nice addition to the Supreme line. I just hate that the Supremes are so, like, we just don't get them hardly. And especially, like, top-notch stuff, you would want it. Like, that jacket there, obviously you gotta have a Supreme in order to make that jacket, because that's just the way it goes, because they're not gonna put that in a mainline release. But here he is doing the United Empire pose. Looks good. I'll slide that back a little bit so you can see it. Looks good. It's like the crown on top of his head. But I do want to do a couple quick size comparisons. I don't have any AEW figures on the shelf or on my desk right here beside me, but I will go ahead and compare him to one of my top elites of 2025 so far. We got him against Dirty Dom here. Ospreay being taller, of course. And I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know Ospreay's height or Dom's height, to be honest with you. Just showing you what they look like side by side. Here he is with Kevin Owens, which I feel like these guys would be closer to the same height, but they're not. Maybe the figure's a little tall. I was not impressed with the first Ospreay figures that we got from Jazzwares. This one's definitely a lot better. So I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But that is the Supreme Collection Will Ospreay figure. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, take it easy.